So since you have one kid now, are you planning for the next one?
Oh, no.
You say cute, then you say don't want.
Yeah, this one confirm no.
Hi everyone, this is the second episode of Insights with Insignia podcast. Today, as you can see from the title, babies and budgets. We are going to dive into the topic of family planning. I'm Quinn, Senior Group Director with Infinity Financial Advisory. So today's topic is relatively new to all of us. After all, none of us are born knowing how to be a parent. And even with a second or third child, we are still starting from scratch. At the studio today are my friends Leon, Tracy, and Jake.
Hi everybody, my name is Leon and I am a Associate Director Advisory with Infinity Financial Advisory. And I've been in this industry for about 5 years now. Currently I have no kids, but I am planning and going to get married at the end of this year.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy, Associate Director with Infinity FA. 7 years in the industry, 6 years as a prop mom.
Hi everybody, my name is Jake. I'm a Senior Financial Services Manager with Infinity FA. I spent about a decade in the banking industry, currently 6 years as a FA role. I'm a happy father of 2 kids, a boy and a girl.
So I'm always curious, do you guys always plan to have kids? Like before, especially for Leon, before you get married, do you sit down, have a discussion with your soon-to-be wife? Are you going to have kids? How many kids are you going to have?
So I think it's definitely a question that I think we should ask within couples, because I think nowadays people don't know whether they want kids or not, especially in Singapore context. Okay, for me, I grew up in a family where I'm the eldest of 3 kids. So definitely it's something that I want to have in the future as well.
So 3 is your ideal?
3 is my ideal lah.
Okay.
But then for my future wife, on the other hand, she's more afraid of the whole process of giving birth. So definitely that's a contention point. So I think for her and for myself, I think compromise maybe 1 or 2 at the very least. Yeah,
Is cost also one of the consideration?
Cost is definitely one of the key considerations, especially in Singapore. But I think, maybe I want to hear from the rest, because you all have kids, how you all plan to have and what kind of financial...
Maybe the one with the most kids.
Yeah, maybe Jake, you can share more about that.
In fact, having kids, right, was the reason of getting married for myself and my wife. It's and I think it has always been the case. Like, for example, getting a BTO. So you need to get married first, then you can apply for BTO. So it's the same reason. I want to have kids, then we went forth with marriage. Quite fortunate. My wife and myself are family-oriented people. I grew up with a very close elder brother. So just 2 of us with my parents. And for my wife, she's the only child. And we actually coincide with the same thoughts that we minimally need to have 2 kids.
Also, when you all were dating, you all were already thinking, like both of you all want kids?
Yeah. We didn't really come down to a definite number, but it's more of she always yearned to have a sibling. So she wanted to make sure in her own family nucleus, her children have a sibling.
But what if your wife don't want to have kids? Will you still get married to her?
Wow. I think to a certain degree, I have to say yes. Yeah. Because if I am a person who really long to have my own family, and if my life partner decides not to, then I think our life mission kind of doesn't coincide.
Wow. Okay. Is it the same for both of you?
For me, actually, it's opposite. I think me and my husband, we didn't really discuss. So that time, my thinking is have also good, don't have also okay.
More chincai lah.
But I like kids, they are very cute. Yeah, it's just that probably we want to enjoy the life a bit more. Then things happen naturally.
So since you have one kid now, are you planning for the next one?
Oh, no.
They are very cute.
This one...
It's so cute that you say don't want.
Yeah, this one confirm no.
Why? Because is it to do with a boy? That's why. Because most of the time, what I hear from a lot of friends is like the boy 通常会 be more active lah. Yeah,
more active.
It's true. Maybe I can give you some form of encouragement. Same like Tracy, right? My firstborn was a boy, and he is those kind of like 男人中的男人, super boyish kind of boy. And I think like a lot of parents out there, right, who also feel it, a boy is super difficult to handle. He actually set us back for a while, thinking whether should we go for a second child, and what if it's the second one is also a boy. Then I think it's like really 天下大乱. Like I say, it was a gift, and we celebrated when we knew our second child was a girl. When my girl came, right, she in fact balances up all the yin and yang energy, right, in the house.
So it's the opposite, total opposite.
Yeah, she's really the total opposite. She is like the ideal child that a parent would think of, would expect of lah.
So it's very interesting. Jake is super prepared. Like before he got married, he already know he want kids with his wife. Tracy is a total opposite. Just be natural. But what if you are financially not stable at that point in time, and then your kid comes along? Do you plan like financially, like you need to set aside some money just in case you have a kid?
Actually, no. Also,
I
never
think plan.
No one will be ready to have a kid. To be frank, yeah.
Then Leon, since you plan to have 3 kids, like, is there a specific budget you will set aside before that whole process?
For myself, okay, I see the whole process of marriage, having a house, having kids. These are all family planning in a whole general sense. So definitely, I feel like there's a need to at least have a decent amount of savings, which surpasses even, let's say, those that we usually talk about with people about 6 to 12 months kind of savings. In fact, I feel like if I'm planning to have kids, I think more it's always much better, because I really don't know what will happen, right? Kids, anything can happen with kids.
What do you think is a decent budget before your first kid?
Wow.
For you and Jake, since Tracy don't plan one.
Okay, for me personally, I think having at least 100k or more.
100k.
Yeah, because I mean, we see a lot of statistics right nowadays on the news. It's quite
But you have way more than that now.
exorbitant, huh? I wish. Okay lah. Okay, I mean, prepare, slowly as we build together with my future wife, we build some more. But you see, as time goes, who knows, wedding might take a toll on the finances and house especially, right? Nowadays renovation costs are so expensive as well. That will also take another toll. So it's about building again and again, in my opinion. But at the very least, I think that needs to be stable to a certain extent. Career needs to be stable to a certain extent before we plan to have kids. Because I feel that having kids, really, it's a whole new ballgame. Yeah.
But I did a rough calculation, so I think it's around $2,000.
$2,000 a month is enough.
For me, I think yes, like including those like school holidays, insurance.
For your family lah. Because for Jake's family, the kids' education is already 5,000.
Because you go to
how to
kids go
sustain
to private school, right?
Okay. Firstly, it's not 5,000. A bit exaggerating. But I think it's, for me, it's a bit more like along the way. I think the first thing I would probably put into consideration is to make sure I have enough savings to at least pay for the maternity ward, for the labor costs. And then subsequently to have like the essential health insurance coverage for my children when they are born. All the basic necessities. In fact, I feel that the one thing that is more essential and it could go in line with finances is family support. I truly felt that in my first 5 years of my children's growing up phase, my parents and my parents-in-law, they help us a lot. And with their support, right, it allowed me to focus more time and energy to bring in the finances that are required.
Takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah, entirely true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So a good helper also very important. Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I don't have in-laws or parents here, so I can only depend on my helper.
Then 2,000 per month enough?
Okay, maybe a bit more. Yeah.
But I saw this article online, right? They say that it costs $500,000 in Singapore to raise a kid. Do you guys think it's true? I think the statistic is from the kid is born all the way until they probably graduate and start working.
Very possible,
Yes.
I would say. Yeah.
$500,000.
Like maybe for my families, yes. Around there, because the calculation, right, in line with my estimation.
Wow, then my 100k there's no.
Rabak. That one just enough for the giving birth only.
Wow, jialat.
So Jake got 2 kids, become 1 mil already.
jialat.
Okay, but I think it's always progressive, right? We know that is the defining number. It also takes in like future value of money and then the calculation backwards. And we have not been through those years yet.
Yeah.
And like I say, if we have the enough time and energy to actually bring in these required numbers, I think one thing that we actually want to nurture our children to be is to be adaptable as well. Different style of life that is being given upon to them. then they should react and they should live life as how it's being brought across to them. Yeah, it doesn't always require to be on the very, very premium kind of route that they go through.
You know what is push present?
No, I don't know.
When you push out, then the present drop out.
Oh,
Like a Chanel bag or a Hermes bag.
oh, wow.
I honestly think this is made up by women.